think is going to make him tough to beat for the overall trophy.
Now to the men's light heavyweight. Nini Saremi from Nigeria is our first competitor, 25 years of age.
Well, I tell you, for being 25 years of age, he is a powerful bodybuilder. He has some incredible lifts in the gym. He trains the...
Before?
Oh, no, that's very common. And it's a great strategy for natural bodybuilding. Intensity, letting the muscles fully recuperate, and then training it heavy and with intensity again is the only way to grow naturally.
He's got a lot of great bodybuilding genes in him, too, I think.
Oh, definitely. He's blessed with great shape, great full muscle bellies. But he's done his homework, too. You can't just say he looks that way because of the genetics that he was given. He's worked very hard in the gym, and it's very apparent.
So Nini Saremi from Nigeria.
A great presentation, grow naturally. Again, is the only way to grow naturally. Heavy and with intensity, again, is the only way to grow naturally.
And for Stan McQuay in the welterweight division, we'll be back to give you the final scores of this division in just a moment.
We've been watching you.
Whoa. And in second place was Stan McQuay.
Look for a lot more from Stan in the future. He looks outstanding.
And with 13 points, it's B.J. Quinn. He was the class of the field. He takes the men's welterweight competition. Up next, we've got the middleweight. Mark Hyland will get us underway, 34 years old from Phoenix.
Mark has a strong structure. He looks very powerful, and that probably has a lot to do with his 17 years of bodybuilding and powerlifting background.
I have a degree in rehabilitation medicine. I'm an occupational therapist, and I'm very proud of that, working in a healthcare environment with disabled people and people that need my help, and not living the bodybuilding lifestyle in terms of in the gym all the time, trying to live my bodybuilding lifestyle around my career.
Boy, if that's a guy who's not in the gym all the time, can you imagine what he looked like if he was?
Well, you know, I think he spends enough time in the gym. As a natural bodybuilder, you need to rest. And you can tell that by his conditioning, that what he does outside of the gym with his conditioning earned him a score of 49.
Chris Berger is next, 29 years old. He's out of San Diego, California. 17 years of bodybuilding.
Definitely shows a lot of muscle on that physique.
Talk to him about his goal setting.
I believe you have to be realistic. Look at what kind of shape you have. I mean, when I first started, I didn't have these tremendous lats and big legs. My legs were actually skinny. Now they're my, premier body part now. And I pretty much had no lats. So I did build them up, but I believe that there was some genetic potential there. And then hard work on top of that, you can develop. But you have to be realistic at what kind of shape you do have, and then pick a body that's, similar.
Well, Chris's hard work has definitely paid off for him.
He has a score of 48 in the middleweight division. Low score means the most here for the judges. Up next is the defending champion, Tito Raymond from Wakefield, Massachusetts, 29 years old, still coming into his own.
Tito is the epitome of hard work and discipline, and it shows in his physique. This guy's a competitor, and he's ambitious. He's got goals of becoming an Olympic athlete. If bodybuilding does make it into the Olympic sports, he wants to represent the sport. As you can see, that muscle was earned with a lot of hard work. He's a competitor. He's someone that, boy, I tell you, he inspires me. He also puts a little bit of fear in me. You don't want to go against somebody that tough.
And that is high praise indeed. And you just look at his face. Look at the fire in his eyes. He just loves to be on that stage.
There's no doubt about it, Lon. Tito looks great tonight. The judging for this contest is divided into two parts. Prejudging, where the judges make the bulk of their decisions, was held last night. But Tito, unfortunately, looks better tonight than he did then. We'll see how that affects his overall score and his placing in this class.
I'm really impressed with his symmetry.
He looks great. But probably more impressive than his symmetry, Lon, is his conditioning.
And a backflip. Hey, that's not too bad either. So Tito Raymond with a score of 14. The previous high score was 43 points, with low being best. We've got one. Tito Raymond. Now, let's go back and show you some highlights of some of the other competitions that happened earlier this evening. The teenage competition winner, Anthony DeLuzio. And for the Masters division, men 40 years and over, your winner is Cordis Clayton. And in the novice lightweight division, Thomas Mann. He won this division after coming all the way from Hungary. And the winner of the men's heavyweight novice competition, competing in his first show, congratulations to Gary Zamora. When we come back, the official results of the men's middleweights. We'll be back to give you the falling. 31 points. Mark Saunders, second place with 30. And our top man in the light heavyweight division, of course, Kevin Christie. He was the class of the field. We move on now to the heavyweights. Doyle Washington, 35 years old, from North Carolina, will lead the competition off.
Now, this is a big heavyweight. Doyle has 21 years of training experience, and it shows.
It shows in every part of him.
There's no doubt about that.
He's got a third place and 2 second place finishes in his previous competitions here at Musclemania.
But you know, Lon, I think his conditioning is the best I've seen him here at Musclemania. I think he's going to improve upon those second place and lower placings. Look at that back development. That's a lot of years of some heavy training. There's just no denying the fact that Delano has worked very, very hard. Another testament of what can be accomplished without the use of anabolic steroids if you just work hard.
We talked earlier about kind of a trickle-down theory where on most bodybuilders, it'll be the upper arms and then the stomach that get works and move on to the legs. What do you think about his whole proportion?
Well, I think he's taken the time to do it right. He hasn't overdeveloped any body part, and it flows very well together. Not too big here and not over-accentuated there. He looks very well balanced.
Well, the one thing I'd worry about if I ran into him at a blackjack table is saying, hit me.
Well, I tell you, the crowd...
Pounds of separated muscle.
He's the heaviest of the heavyweights, Lon. He's also a two-time Mr. Australia. Sure is looking good here tonight.
Keith Bullock just won a natural Mr. Olympia title in Greece, and he is here now in Redondo Beach to show his stuff. We talked to Keith about being a natural bodybuilder and what that means to him.
So I'm a lifetime natural athlete, okay? Some people just are blessed with the genetics. And I get so sick of people saying they think just because you look good, you're hard, you're big, you're full, and the whole thing. People think that you need drugs to look that way, and that's not so. And as a natural bodybuilder, I am determined to let people know that you can look good without taking drugs.
Well, that determination has definitely played off. That is a quality physique.
Keith Bullock exits the stage. He's got a score of 11 to beat the Delano Dixon put up a moment ago, and there, a score of 14. Low score being best, remember. So
not Lon. The judging criteria, again, is size and development, symmetry and proportion, condition and preparation, and the overall presentation.
And Mark Saunders apparently brings that to the stage here in Redondo Beach, California. You talk to 100 different people about natural bodybuilding, you're going to get 100 different answers. Here's Mark.
Well, I think a lot of people are now looking at the health issues that just don't want to be.
Mark's working the back big time for those judges, Skip.
A lot of dense muscle there. Crowd seems to really enjoy Mark's performance.
Mark Saunders checks in with a score of 30. And our men's light